Okay, how's everybody doing today? This is Coach Hamburger with Hamburger Hill Sports. What we're going to go over today is a 3-2-6 blitz packaging for the short side of the field. And the reason why I call it a 3-2-6 short side blitz is because you don't want to run this blitz in the open field as far as the ball in the middle of the field. If the ball is in the middle of the field, you really don't want to run this type of blitz. But if you have what they call a short side of the field, this is the wide side, this is the short side, you could run something like this. And what it does is it gives you pressure to the backside. Okay, the first blitz package is called Olo Sammy Apple. Olo Sammy Apple. The reason why we call it Olo is because we're taking this box right here. We're putting 1, 2, 3 guys to 2 guys. That's an overload. And what we call the Sammy is the Sam linebacker through the A gap. Okay? This is a blitz package that you would, like I say, run on the short side of the field. So if this is the sideline, you would want to run something like this because they're going to try to throw backside, wide side. And you got all this coverage over here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason why this guy just simply want to slide a little bit with your middle linebackers just to cover up that little hole right there. But mainly he's going to play this guy to the outside. Now, what we have with the coverage is we have a zone coverage with the safety over the top. He's the only one in the zone because he's going to play in the middle of the field. Everybody else is in a man-to-man, the cornerbacks and the rover, and that free safety who's dropping down to cover up the number 2. They're in what they call a man-to-man. I call it black. So we have a zone 1 high with the safety over the top. Then we have a man-to-man with these 2 guys picking up the guys out here to the outside. The number 2 receivers are being played by the 2 safeties. And then we have what they call the black. Black coverage is man-to-man. Now, the action we're looking for is the linebacker blitz. We have a blitz coming through the A gap, the B gap, and the C gap. Okay? And for the tackles, they're going to attack the inside shoulder of the blocking tackle. So he's going to attack the inside shoulder and then track back inside. Same thing applies for the other tackle. Now the nose tackle to that side, he's going to attack the off A gap, making that center take him this way. Okay, so we can open up the apple for Sammy. Okay, now this blitz package is pretty good for run stopping. You can run it, a double a double apple where you can send both your linebackers and send your safeties down to cover up. Or you can run what they call a biscuit, a double biscuit. Double biscuit is B for B gap, apple for A gap, cookie for C gap. You want an apple, cookie, or a biscuit. Apple, biscuit, or cookie. I try to keep it simple because if you try to do too much with defense, you confuse guys. And you don't try to confuse guys, you try to keep it as simple as possible. And the way I keep it simple is, if we're going to blitz, we just simply say, Mike through apple. And he whichever side he's on, that's his apple. We can go Sammy Apple. Okay? The blitz packaging is basically terminology. You keep your coverage on the outside with your man-to-man coverage, and now we can run an all-out blitz. Even if we run an all-out blitz, we still have coverage to cover everybody up. So if we run both of the rovers on double blitzes, we can call a rover cookie, double cookie, rover double cookie. That means both of the rovers will come down and attack the C gap. We can call a Olo Mickey or Mike. That means everything switches. Now we're going to the Mike side. When you're using blitz packaging, you don't want to confuse. You don't want to put too much in. You don't want to try to overload guys with it. You just want to keep it simple. When they hear blitz package, they know they're going. So you try to keep it simple. And the guy who has to cover up the other guy knows, okay, if I'm sending my Mike, Sammy knows he has to come over. If I'm sending Sammy, Mike knows he has to come over. It's just you have to work through these things through OTAs and communication because that's what wins championships, defense that communicates properly. So what we have here is the blitz package, Olo, Sammy, Apple. We have the coverage, zone 1 high, with a man-to-man with the cornerbacks, which is in a black coverage, which is man-to-man. The action we have is a linebacker blitz through the A or B or C, and then we have our tackles taking the outside shoulder, Taking an outside trek to that guy and going back inside. All right, this is Coach Hamburger of Hamburger Hill Sports. We'll have more of the Blitz Packaging coming up here soon. And like I said, you keep it simple and you don't have to worry about coaching too much. You just coach the fundamentals after that. Football is about fundamentally learning the game. If you get the fundamentals down, then teaching everything else is simple. This is Coach Hamburger of Hamburger Hill Sports. I'll talk at you a little later.